Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and today we're doing our last Lauralee Los Angeles video, at least for now, the last one I have to film. I feel like my neckline is choking me, but that is the single shadows that she has. The whole collection is in here. If you guys saw last time, I kind of just like threw them all in here all willy-nilly, but I did finally organize them the way I want them, and this is what I did. I do have a whole row here left. I kind of wanted I wanted one row for the greens and the blues, but one didn't fit, or well, I guess it did fit. Like I had it like this originally, but I hated that. So I just kind of bumped the blue one up here. So that's what we're going with for now until we get some more single shadows. But there are 5x4, there are 20 single shadows in here. And I have already pre-swatched them all so we can just talk about the names because I do have to like pull them out of here. So let's do that first. This matte white shade up top here is called Shook. Next we have like a pinky salmon-y color that's a transition shade called Meow. Then we have more of like a orangey brown. It was a little bit powdery compared to the others. Another transition shade, but a more warm tone one called Tan Tan. Then we have sort of a mauve color. It's a mauve brown. That one is called Subscribe. Then we have a chocolate brown there, and that one is called Neutral Nelly. Moving on down here, we're skipping the greens because those are the last row. Down here we have this pretty bronzy gold color called Bride. Next to that we have, did I skip one? I feel like I skipped a shadow. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. I did. I skipped either Silly Billy or Bride. Which one did I skip? That's Silly Billy. This is not Bride. This is Silly Billy. I skipped Bride in my swatches. Cool. Let me swatch that one real quick for you guys. We'll stick it right along the side here. That is called Bride. It's more of like a champagne color. Now this pretty vibrant yellow shade is called Drunk Flamingo. Still don't understand the name of that, but I really like it. The matte orange shade is called Summertime. Then we have a pretty like dark pink with a bunch of duochrome sparkled called Glam Gal. Then we have a lighter pink shade. It's got like a purple undertone. That one is called Rally. Next to Rally we have this one here. It reminds me of Jaybird. I need to swatch it next to it. It's very vibrant, very pretty. It's like a hot, I don't even know what to call that color really, but it's called Copper Hopper, so I guess it's copper shade. Next to that we have a very bright pinkish purple color called Grape Juice. We have a silver that's really pretty called Silver Clouds. And then we have the deep cobalt blue called Cobalt Cat. Moving on up here, I have this bottom green that's like a traditional green shade. It's called, but lighter, it's called Gimmick. Then we have a lime yellow green next to that called Vacay. Did I miss another shade? I did, what the heck? I'm so confused right now. I missed a shade again. This one's a green shade. Ooh, this one doesn't swatch super well, but this shade here, ooh, that's really pretty actually. It's more of like an iridescent green. That one is called Sweet Pea. I have no idea what I did, but somehow I missed shades. That dark midnight blackened green there is called Night Sky. And then this very pretty turquoise blue shade is called Crystal Sea. There goes the loud truck. Actually, that's a motorcycle. Let me remove all of the swatches from my arm, except that blue is not coming off. Okay, again, starting out this video, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna play. I am, of course, going to start with the matte white shade on a fluffy brush, which I forgot what it was called already. Linen, is that what it's called? Shook. Where did I get linen from? I'm going to use the Boss Babe palette as a mirror, and we're going to pick up that matte white shade and put that all over just to lay down a base. Yes, I know my brows look horrendous. They have been lately. I need to get them done very badly. I lost my good pair of tweezers, so I have like a really crappy pair. And I've just not been taking care of them as well as I should. Now we're gonna move on to the next color called Meow, that like pinky tone, neutral brown color that goes in the crease. And we're gonna put it in the crease. Oh, that's pretty. I'm just using that same brush. This is a Lorac brush. I think it came in the Pirates of the Caribbean collection, if I remember correctly. I have no idea what look I want to do. I really want to place those greens, but I also really like the blues. I really like that pumpkin-y shade, but I really like the purple. I don't know, guys. Might have a little bit of a crazy look going on. I have on a ColourPop liquid lip right now, and I'm pretty sure it's expired because my lip's still so dry, and it smelled a little funky putting it on. Not gonna lie. Might be a little bit of TMI for you guys. Okay, I think I am gonna jump right into that orangey shade just because I really want it summertime. I'm gonna put that in the crease as well. I'm gonna use the smaller side of this dual-ended Lorac brush. I'm gonna put that directly in the crease. Been feeling the fall shadow vibes here lately, which again, I don't really do like this color's for fall, this color's for summer, but I like this. So we're gonna go with it. This is pretty. I like this. Again, the one complaint I have has been consistent through most of her palettes is there isn't really a transition or like a brow bone highlight shade that works for me. The same with the single shadows, there isn't really one. Like there's the, I forgot what it's called again already. What is the shade called? This yellow or this white shade is called Shook. You could use that if you were a little bit deeper than me, but it is matte, and I like a shimmery brow bone highlight, and it doesn't seem to do that very often. Was there one in the Nudie Patootie collection? So I do have that in front of me as well because I've been filming these videos non-stop here lately, it seems. Yeah, there is one in there, so we'll probably cheat a little bit and steal from there. I like this pumpkin-y shade a lot. It's really pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into Streak and blend that out just a little bit on the edges of the top there. These are very powdery. Got a lot of kickback. Not really a lot of fallout, but a lot of kickback in the pan, but that's fine by me. It doesn't bother me. Now I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna go in with that yellow Drunk Flamingo shade. I'm not gonna wet it yet. I'm just gonna put that on the center of the eye. Okay. And this is not as intense as I want it to be. We are gonna spray it in a minute here, but I'm just gonna lay this down like where I want it. There's a dog yiking. What is wrong with that poor dog? Poor dog. Okay. Pretty. Now I'm gonna go in with the chocolatey brown shade called Neutral Nelly, that deep chocolatey color. I'm gonna go in with, I really need to clean my brushes. I don't have many clean. We're gonna use this guy. What is this? This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I'm gonna use the flatter side here. That dog is going nuts. Can you guys hear that? I'm gonna put this on the inner corners and the outer corners. Kind of do like a halo eye. Like so. That one just have a little bit of fallout. Pat the brush off a little bit more. Sorry, I know that's annoying. I will never forget the first like complaint I ever had on one of my videos was this, like me tapping off on my palette, and it'll stick with me forever. Like anytime I do that, I'm just like, oh, people don't like that, but I do it every time anyway. I just think of that one person and how they're probably no longer subscribed to my channel because I keep doing that to my brushes. And I'm sorry, if you're still watching, I appreciate you. I really want to go down and figure out what's wrong with that dog. Because like I can see the dog and I can see like the owner of the dog, I'm assuming. It doesn't really appear like he's doing anything to the dog, but the dog is yiking like crazy. Can you guys hear that? Like honestly. I'm just waiting for you to answer me because you know, you can. So far out of the colors I've tried, this neutral Nelly is my least favorite. I feel like I'm having to build it up a little bit more than the other shades. Still not a bad eyeshadow by any means, but not my favorite out of the palette. I am meeting this in the middle, like over top of that yellow shade, just to kind of give it a little more of a halo. Now we're gonna go back in with the yellow shade Junk Flamingo, and I'm gonna take some setting spray and wet it after I dip in here. Okay. Might be helpful if I use the right side of the brush here. That's prettier. Still not as intense as I want it to be though. So I'm gonna pick it up on my finger and kind of tap it on. That's better. Like so. And then we'll take this brush with the yellow on it and just kind of blend into the neutral Nelly shade. Just so there's not any harsh lines. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into the pumpkin shade called Summertime, using the same little brush that we used before, the little rock brush. And I'm gonna go back over that in the crease, just because I don't want that shade to get lost. Okay. And then I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this shade called Silly Billy, that gold. We're gonna take that one, and I'm gonna put that on. I need a little brush. I have a little brush. There goes the annoying trucks. Okay, a little flat brush here. And I'm gonna put that like right in the center of Junk Flamingo. I don't want it to like show up super pigmented, but I do want a little bit of sparkle there that's not showing up. How's that look? It's showing up better on my right eye than it is my left eye here. There we go. That's what I want to see. Now, what else do we want to do? Let's take, not that shade. I don't know. Let's just do the lower lash line first. I'm going to take the dark brown shade that we have, the neutral Nelly shade. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner and outer corner, leaving space for the yellow shade, of course. Kind of looks like I got punched a little bit, but that's okay. And then we're gonna take the yellow shade called Drunk Flamingo, put that in the center. Getting like bumblebee vibes from this. which I'm down for. Okay, now I'm gonna take the Summertime shade and run it along the lower lash line, like below all those colors, just to blend it out a little bit, and add that shade to mimic what we have on top here. Okay, now I'm actually gonna take Bride, the golden champagne color. I'm gonna put that in my inner corners very lightly and see how that looks. If it's not too deep, I might put it on my brow bone too. Let's find out here. Ooh. Almost dropped the whole palette. That's a fun time. Yeah, that's a little deep. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna cheat, and I'm gonna grab the Nudie Patootie palette, and I'm going to use that shade from there called, what are you called? I can't open you. Stark, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner and the brow bone. That other shade's just a little too dark for my inner corner. I'm gonna pile this one pretty heavy to kind of combat the darkness that we just put on there. Okay. That's pretty. Then while we're here and we have this palette out, I do want to swatch Jaybird against that shade from the palette. I feel like Jaybird is a different formula. Definitely feels like a different formula, but I want to see if the colors are similar. Okay. So the top one is Jaybird and the bottom one is Copper Hopper. So not as similar as I thought, which is great. Jaybird is more pink. The Copper Hopper is definitely more of like a burnt orangey shade, and Jaybird feels a lot more glittery. I also want to swatch the gold shade from Boss Babe against the Drunk Flamingo shade. So there is Drunk Flamingo, and here is Hustler. I'm pretty sure Hustler is a lot more yellow gold. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I like Hustler a lot more than I like the other shade. I think that's it for the eye look, guys. Pretty simple. I need some more blending going on there. This brown shade, I don't really care for that shade. The Neutral Nelly shade. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of, what are you called? Subscribe, this shade. I'm gonna mix that in kind of over top where I have Neutral Nelly, just a little bit. So I want it to be a little bit more warm than what Neutral Nelly is. See if that helps any. It didn't really. I feel like that yellow is just a little too dull for what I want it to be. And that's what's killing this whole look, I feel. So I'm gonna take the lime green shade, the Vacay, and I'm gonna go over that yellow with this shade and see if that intensifies it more. Gets it to where I want it to be. So I'm going in with that same brush, and I am of course gonna wet it again. Stop wasting my pixie spray for that. That didn't fix anything. Let's try Silly Billy. maybe this brush just sucks. Let me try this brush. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt here, because like her other foils and her palettes are super good, so it's a little bit better. I don't know, you guys, this is just not the color I want, I guess. I'm gonna go back over with the gold. I don't know, I think the look I was envisioning is just not the look I'm getting, and I think I'm blaming the palette for that, when in reality it's just because the shade I want is not this shade. Okay, there's that. It's not ugly, it's just not what I wanted, but that's fine. Okay, let's throw on some mascara real quick, because mascara definitely fixes everything. Also, I don't think I love the lip color with this, which is my fault for putting lipstick on before doing my eyeshadow. I never learn. I hate that it's getting darker out sooner already, because like I work all day, so when I get home I film, and it's already getting to the point where by the time I get home it's too late. Okay, mascara is definitely helping the look. Also feel like a brown liner would be nice. There's the look, guys. Of course, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's my go-to. There it is. I like these shadows. I don't love them. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the pumpkin-y shade, Summertime, in there. I think I prefer the palettes over these single shadows. Like, I really like the Boss Babe palette. I really like Party Animal. I really like Nudie Patootie. I like Cat's Pajamas. Don't really love Sleigh Bell. I mean, these are nice and I like them and they perform well. It's just, I think I prefer the palettes. I think the formula is a little bit different in the palettes. I'm just taking that pumpkin-y shade and mixing it where the yellow meets the brown. I also think I'm being a little harsh because I did have like an idea of what I wanted and this yellow shade is not it. We might actually, I'm gonna take the Boss Babe palette and I'm gonna take the Hustler shade. I'm gonna put that on there because I think that's what I want, is this shade. Yes. That's exactly what I wanted. Right there. Yes, so much better. Okay, now I love it. Now that we have the right shade of yellow that I wanted, that like yellowy gold, now I love the look. So that's all we needed, was a good yellow shade. I don't like this yellow shade, Drunk Flamingo. Not even the shade I don't like, I guess it's just it's not the shade I wanted, is what I keep saying over and over and over again. So yes, now I really like this eyeshadow look. So much better, you guys. Okay, so overall I really like the palette, or not the palette, but the single shadows. The mattes are really good. The shimmers are not my most favorite thing in the world, but the mattes are really, really nice. So I think if you were like debating between getting certain shades, maybe stick with the mattes, like this little section here. These shades would be great It's a great neutral palette and matte shades. The shimmers are nice, it's just not, like, I like the ones in here better, which these are pressed pigments, so that's probably why. I don't think these are, I think these are just shadows. But overall, it's nice, I like it, I'd recommend it. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about that, you guys. Let me know down below if you guys have tried all these single shadows, what your favorite shade is. And if you guys feel the same, like, do you like the palettes more than the single shadows like I do? Am I just crazy? Could be. But yeah, that's everything. Don't forget to like this video before you go and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.